My name is Rauf Verdiev. I am the person who started the graphic arts school in St. Petersburg, Florida. Oh, so many things happened at once. So first things first, they're like my background reason and the reasons of my soul that wanted to do this. So first things first, I have always been interested in arts because I always tried to be like an all-rounded person. So I'm basically like my background is cell and molecular biology, plus I have had some experiences with other businesses. But my sister, younger sister, she's a very good artist. And she always inspired me to try to draw or paint. And she's like, oh, Rauf, try doing this, try doing that. And whenever I tried drawing or painting, I always had this picture in my mind, like super perfect, like Mona Lisa type of thing. And when I start drawing, I see that it goes like very, very far away from what I have in my imagination. So I always got very frustrated with this, and just like after 15 minutes, I just, okay, that's not for me. I'm not doing this stuff. I'd rather go do something else. And once I just got invited to the graphic arts school, I checked out how it was there. And on the first trial lesson, I could create a picture that was mind-blowing for me because I never could have thought that, wow, like I am able to do that. I have the ability, it's just I needed an instructor who can show me how to follow the guidelines and do this correctly. And just in 30 minutes, I changed my perspective from I'm not an artist at all to, wow, I can create art myself. So also, that was the beginning. And then after going to some classes, after meeting new people, I realized how art can change people's lives. So there were some people who were going through dark moments of their lives, some people who were very depressed or like something bad happened. And when I saw them drawing and painting, nobody of them were thinking about these problems. They were just happy. They were smiling. They were talking to each other. And after having all this experience of seeing people becoming happy just through this, I realized that, yeah, I want to expand this happiness to the world through art. And yeah, that was the main reason why I started graphic art school. I actually believe that everybody is born almost the same way. Like we are all children who are exploring the world. It's just some people who sometimes have told us that, oh, you're a mathematical kind of person, your right part of brain is good, but left is not that good, or something backwards. So all this limitation from childhood, it sticks with us. So the same way I was always thinking like, nah, art's not for me. But just trying, just letting yourself to try and get to learn something, it actually opens you up to all the opportunities in the world. So of course there are some people that are kind of seem talented or less talented, but it's just about the time and work that they've put into this. So anybody can become a very great artist. Even elephants can draw if they're taught. I think some of you have seen some videos of this. Like, why cannot you? Yes, I think it's very important for everybody to try something new all the times. And I think we all have some voice in our heads that says us, nah, that's not for you, or maybe next time. But it's better sometimes saying this voice, shut up, I'm gonna try it, and just going for it. That's how you'll make your life more interesting. It is the whole basis of what we're doing here. We're creating a community because of course you can go learn drawing and painting online. There are so many courses, like you can go and buy the guidelines, listen to some professionals. Even you remember this TV art show where just somebody teaching how to draw. There are different styles of teaching, there are different ways. You can go to the university, to the art school. But what we're trying to create here is not only to make you professional artists, to teach you different styles of drawing and painting. We want you to be happy coming to this place. Like, we were looking for the most atmospheric place in St. Pete, and like, look where we are. Like, that's just the one thing. Another is that we want people to come, communicate with each other, talk to each other, meet people with the similar interests, like relax from work and the family routine that happens to all of us. So you can expand your inner nature and expose the whole world to it. So we're trying to make this. We also have some events, so people can really go and become friends with each other, going out, watching movies together, some events like gallery shows and everything. So that's the whole point. We want to unite people through art and make them happy. There is a comfort zone, and going out of the comfort zone is always the way to grow, but it doesn't have to make you struggle. We believe that you can grow, you can become better without making yourself suffer. So that's what we're trying to teach you. To become a good artist, you don't have to suffer, spend sleepless nights, trying to perfect your art and master it. Of course, this way you may become the world level known artist, but not everybody wants that. Most of the people they don't have any connection to art sphere before they become our students. So why would you make yourself try to get to somewhere where people spend their lives going to? So it's better to keep doing your thing that you're good in, and at the same time having this place as the way to relax, to come have some fun and learn something new, just to become more creative, more open, make this neuron connections in your mind and brain, so that you become maybe smarter, but at the same time more creative. So that's what we're trying to do here. We have 18 different disciplines. I, of course, can, but I won't name all of them. So we have disciplines according to the materials that people work with, like pastels, gouache, watercolors, acrylics, oils. And we have disciplines according to what people actually want to draw in different styles. You can learn drawing portraits, still life, some fashion styles things, or coming and drawing some abstract forms of modern art. So we teach all of this. So we have professional teachers who are doing this kind of art, who have experience in teaching, and also who want to actually teach you doing the stuff, not only to draw themselves. So there is a very broad spectrum of what you can learn, and we don't limit you oh, you have to come and learn this, but you don't have to do this. You can choose, build your own schedule. We work every day, 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. So we want to fit ourselves to your schedule, not to make you just for us. So yeah, you can become a very good artist, even sell your art just in 6 months, and create in different styles that you want to learn. We don't limit. I believe that it's worth trying, so please just come and check it out. Our first classes are free because we want everybody to come and see. We believe that it's very worth coming and seeing than just hearing and listening about how other people have been doing it. It's like with when you buy a car, you go and you have to test drive it, so you understand okay, do I feel comfortable here? Is it the place for me? Is it worth investing my time and money for this? And that's why we want you to come and never be afraid of trying, because as well as everybody understands, it can be difficult, it can be scary sometimes to try something new, but it's always worth it, and in the end you're going to be thanking yourself for trying and exposing yourself to something new. Yeah, the school is already it's 6 years old. It's been an international school with lots of locations all over the world. It's just we're here the first ones in the United States. So of course we have lots of materials, lots of different sources from on different languages that we let our students use. And everybody who wants to join us and wants to learn, we'll be sharing all these materials. There are millions of different ways, as you can see. Even different artists, they all have their own styles. And like, if you tried asking Monet to create Van Gogh's picture, he wouldn't be able to replicate it as perfectly as Van Gogh did himself. So there are different ways, but everybody starts with the same basis, and that's what we teach here. If you have never had experience and you want to like dive into oil paints or something, of course you can, but it's better to learn the basic parts of the drawing and painting. Like, before trying to read something, you have to learn words, you have to learn the letters first and how to build this up, so you can then create your own style and do something of your own. So that's why we have the art concentrate. It's just 14 first classes, and in these 14 classes you'll learn everything that's being taught in the whole first semester of art university. So just 14 classes, you learn how to work with shadows, how to work with perspective, how to build the different parts of the picture, and yeah, that's all you need. And after that, you can go into different styles, learn how to use different materials, and just try to learn to create your own style. So it takes some time, but it doesn't have to be that difficult or frustrating as it seems. Art should be fun, so you can actually come enjoy your time. And it's not like you come and like become, you cannot, if you have never worked out, you won't build your like world level muscles. You have to work every day, or like at least a couple of times a week. With us, you can come at least like once a week and learn yourself gradually. It just depends on your pace and how quickly you want to become a professional artist. With everything going digital, I've been at the university when the COVID struck and the online classes have started. And myself, some of my friends, most of the people have experienced this the first couple of weeks when everybody were like, oh, wow, that's so cool, we can actually go learn online. But then when you're on Zoom, you're like, okay, maybe I should check out my Instagram, maybe I should just go and eat somewhere, and the focus just loses. Plus, everybody, like, we are social creatures, so when you go and actually learn from a teacher in live person classes, you can ask the questions. The teacher can actually see you during the process of creating your art piece, and at the same time tell you, okay, this is a little bit wrong, would you try maybe changing the color, or maybe just changing the type of the brush that you use. So every moment we want you to be able to learn. So it's almost impossible to do with digital arts because there's nobody to critique you, there's nobody to tell you how to do stuff. Another thing is that with everything going digital, now the digital skills are very important, but at the same time, most of the companies, they are looking for your social skills. So why not try and build your social skills, new people, networking, everything. If you're becoming an arts professional, if that's your goal, like, come and do it here, just make new connections. If you want to just draw for yourself, it's better, of course, always doing with some friends, having some fun, talking to somebody, instead of just trying to scrupulously create a work or like see it, oh, nothing happens, I'll just leave it and go. The very important thing is the community and support. So whenever you're trying to learn something, you need somebody who tells you, okay, you're doing great. Okay, that's a little bit off the path, but would you try doing a little bit different so you can actually learn and grow? And of course, we understand the track and that everybody tries to go to the digital world, so we'll have some classes in digital arts, NFTs, and everything as well. Just we want people to learn them in class, come into the right atmosphere, having the special place with it. Like, you don't have to buy any art supplies because it may be frustrating as well. So you don't know which brand to use, how to work with these brands. So for you to avoid all these mistakes, we are here to help. Oh, that's a very good question, because first things first, I was thinking of, okay, what's the location? Where do I want to start? There were a couple of options. First was Boston, because also big art community, lots of people who wants to learn art. New York, obviously, for the same reason, lots of people who are doing art. And Tampa, I was just living in Tampa. I was like, okay, why not start in the same city that I'm living now? But after coming to St. Pete for the first time, I just came with my friends to the beach and driving next to all the murals that this city has, all the galleries, just walking around the downtown St. Pete and seeing that people are actually loving coming to art places, that they're actually coming to the galleries, that made something click in my mind that, wow, that's the space, that's the city that I want to start the first Graphica school in the United States. And yeah, here we are now. We are very selective with our teachers, so it's very important for us that teachers don't have only the experience in drawing and painting or maybe selling their art, but they can also teach, because it's a whole different sphere of relations with people. You can be a perfect or a professional, but at the same time to explain something with simple words how to get from point A to point B is an absolutely different thing. So we require our teachers to have education, at least formal education, but we are open to checking out like if this person can actually teach, and that's why we have the first couple of classes, we have the internship time, so we can make sure that this teacher is perfect for us and for our students. So if you're a professional artist, if you have experience with it, you don't have the education in teaching or arts, we can consider you. But at the same time, we want to make the best product possible for our students as well. So that's also worth considering. So far, we don't have like this accreditation, and we can make these courses like actually, we have the certificates that we give to our students after the finishing of 6 months courses. But our focus so far is not in like giving you finance education, because it includes everything. Like it includes, you don't have to be the professional in one sphere, you have to learn everything, like academic drawing, academic painting, all the different styles. You have to know the history of art, and our focus is just in making you enjoy your process. So far we don't have, but of course it's going to be awesome if you have it in the future. And as far as I know, in some countries the Graphica Art School is already there is work that's going on in this series, so like given an accreditation for the school. So with this, what we're trying to do, we're trying to expand as quickly as possible as well. So we actually aim for every city in the United States to have at least one location of Graphic Art School. But of course we understand that some people won't be able to come for some different reasons, or they're traveling. So the whole focus of us is not to go to online, we want to focus actually on in-person classes. So far, if you're not able to come here to this location, you can help us grow. You can like actually leave an application for starting in a Graphica Art School in your city. Or you can travel here if they, like really soon you'll see much more graphic art schools in the United States. So our clients from one school, from one city, can actually go and paint and draw and take classes with the membership in other schools as well. So it's all like interrelated thing. With the Zoom classes or online digital classes, I don't think that we're built for this. So if you actually want to learn drawing and painting classes online, we have the library, we have the different suggestions and lots of free and paid for classes that we can suggest for our students as well. But if you want to learn and you don't want to come here, we'll just share with you all these materials. So just let us know and ask us. So far we have digital art in some cities, and we have the, what was that called? Online professions like design, animation, and like everything that's connected with somehow fine arts, but at the same time digitalized version of it. But next thing is photography, music, like everything that's somehow related to creativity. The whole graphic art school chain has the very big goal of making 10% of the world happy through art and creativity. So if like we're speaking about the locations, every city, everywhere, we want people to be able to come to our classes. If we're speaking about the values and goals, we want to expand not only through the drawing and painting classes that we have now. Art and creativity, it's also dance, it's also movie, cinematography, it's digital arts, singing, and so far we are already expanding in some cities to these kind of niches as well. So we want the people who are not really maybe interested in drawing and painting, or maybe they already are professionals in that, to go and try something new. So they can learn all the time something that will make them happier.